Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to another video. So this video we're going to be talking about launching a new TikTok shop brand to 100K per month, the exact blueprint. Now let's talk about me. My name is Basil and I'm here to show you the exact blueprint that I'm going to be using to launch my second TikTok shop brand to over 100K per month within the first month. Now, why is this launch going to be easier than previous launches? I have over $2 million in e-commerce revenue generated, and that's increasing every day. Both previous brands on TikTok shop, one of them is called MetaMix. You can see it in some of my other videos. I don't have it on hand right now. And I'm currently doing around 6 figures a month across the board in profit across my businesses. So first of all, why the 100K goal? Because it seems kind of arbitrary, right? Now, yes, it is pretty arbitrary because it is a round figure number. 100K seems like a great goal for the first month because once we get to 100K, it is that easy to scale past 100K, 200K, 300K, 400K a month, up to million, 2 million a month on TikTok shop because you just need to follow the same blueprint. But that 100K is only going to be generated if we have a proof of concept, if we have the initial momentum that we'd like, and we can choose to scale from there if we want. Now, before we get into the actual launch, here's what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna rip 50 creatives from Meta. I'm not gonna be sitting there making ads, editing them, because I've been there, done that, and it is not the strategy we're gonna be going with right now. We're not gonna be giving Meta ads all our profit and just paying them money, testing a bunch of ads, and praying that they convert. We're not gonna be contacting thousands of influencers and UGC creators that charge $150 per video, or just post a shitty story that gets no sales. Been there, done that. And we're not going to be sending thousands of Instagram creators free product and praying that they post for us. What we're going to be doing instead, and this is what our entire strategy lies on, is called the TikTok shop flywheel. Now this starts with having a viral high demand product and using an army of creators, TikTok shop affiliates specifically, to pump out content for your brand using TikToks. Then we leverage TikTok's viral algorithm and push those videos out to our customers using TikTok's natural organic algorithm. And then finally, once we want to get to the big boy numbers, we're going to scale our content with ads because we already have a proof of concept with angles and what content works already. So let's head into the anatomy of a successful TikTok shop launch. You need 3 things to succeed. First, you need proven demand, and that is the product. You need to tap into a market that has proven demand, and you need to make sure that that market wants your product. Number 2, you need a steady stream of content, and we're going to be getting that through creators. I'm going to be going into that further down in this document because you need to put organic content out there for people to see and then buy your product. And we're not going to be filming the content ourselves. And finally, we add fuel to the fire using ads. So whatever works, you 10x that, you put all your money into that, and then you scale it up to make fuck you money in TikTok shop. Now, let's talk about the backbone of the strategy. It is the market and subsequently the product that we're going to be tapping into. There's 2 ways to find a product. Number 1 is market-driven product research, where you find a market where you want to solve a problem, and then you find a specific product that solves their problems. You try to find other products that are solving their problem, but not as well. And then you just come in, make a better product to solve that specific market's needs. So that is market driven. Secondly, we have product driven. That's when you yourself are facing a problem and you design a product around it. And then you give it out to customers that are facing similar problems like you. And then you sell that product to them. Now, the first brand we launched, Leverage MetaMix, is a product for men that helps men boost their testosterone, gives them a daily dose of energy and focus without needing caffeine. And I struggle with my testosterone levels, so that is how I came up with that product. But this product for this specific launch is more market driven. So this is a problem that I don't necessarily face myself, but it is a big problem out there that needs to be solved, and there is a big market for it. So this product is going to be market driven. Now, before we touched inventory, we asked ourselves one thing: is there a real need for this product in the market? Because if you're going to be spending a few months developing a product, 30, 60, 90 days, and you're going to be shipping inventory to Amazon, you want to make sure that it is a product that solves an actual problem out there. Because there is a quote by Warren Buffett that says, "It is not how hard you row, but what boat you're rowing in." So making sure that you pick the right market will either make your life a lot easier or miserable. So that's where the bulk of our energy needs to go into. Now let's talk about how we validated the demand quietly. We didn't make assumptions, we tested early, fast, and cheap. We looked at market research to see if the product was trending up or dying down. And you can do this using my product research video. I posted a product research video as part of a vlog that I'm gonna be linking here. And that goes into how to use Google Trends. So basically we found Google Trends for this specific product, and we found that this product has been trending over the last 5 years. Secondly, there are tools like Helium 10, where you can gauge a product's demand on Amazon. You can use Facebook ads to find suitable products and port them over to TikTok Shop. There are a bunch of product testing strategies, but I'm gonna be going to exactly what we used here. Side tangent, but you can also be browsing Reddit or AliExpress. One of our biggest dropshipping products back in the dropshipping days was a product that I found randomly scrolling on Reddit. I hadn't done research. Apart from that, I hadn't done any online trend research, any market research. I just knew that this product was selling like hotcakes for somebody, and it was a brand, and then we just drop shipped that product, and that is how we got one of our best-selling products in the dropshipping era. So how do we test this particular product that we're launching? So the first thing we did was figure out what product was trending. Then we made a sample landing page on Shopify, made some renders of the product, which you can get done from Fiverr or using a graphic designer for cheap, like 50, 60 bucks, and then ran ads to a landing page depicting or showing that product. Basically, we put it on a landing page and we were selling it like it's an actual product, and we ran ads to it. We checked the ads KPI to see if it was a hot market, if it was easily sellable, and then we just refunded the orders once we got our validation in. So that's the first way we tracked buying intent. Secondly, we talked to creators and affiliates who had worked with similar brands in a similar space or in a complementary space. So basically, other TikTok Shop affiliates that are generating a ton of revenue, millions of dollars for brands. We spoke to them and asked what problems they were facing selling similar products and how we can make it 20% better and make it easily sellable, make it more TikTok friendly, but also make it better for the customers so that they can keep coming back and buying more, because it's way harder to acquire a customer for the first time and then just have them coming back instead of acquiring new customers repeatedly. Then we spotted gaps from that feedback. We made it taste better. It's a supplement product, made it more visually appealing, and made it more TikTok Shop creator friendly, because again, we're optimizing for the creator army affiliate model. We also studied competitors to see what was actually converting, not just trending. So what kind of trends, what kind of ads, what kind of verbiage was being used in the ads, what can we highlight on the labels. We did our due diligence there, and that's how we designed the product. And here's what we found. There is demand, but more importantly, there is room to improve what's currently out there. So, but we knew we can come in, we can make the product 20% better, change the format of how the product is being delivered. So if it's a supplement, for example, let's say you want to sell a Shilajit supplement, right? You can either sell Shilajit gummies, you can sell the Shilajit resin, or you can put it in some kind of drink mix and sell it. That's what Leverage MetaMix is. So you can find a product that's already out there. Let's say someone is taking Shilajit pills. There's a large group of people that can't take pills. So just changing the format can also open up an entirely new market for you. TikTok Shop, we found, was more trending towards gummies because of how we want to position the product, and also because of the ingredients of the product. We couldn't really turn into a gummy, and we wanted to make sure that we used effective ingredients and made an actual good effective product. So we opted for using liquid drops. So what we found was that there was demand for this specific product, and more importantly, there was room to improve what's already out there. So this is in an industry that's selling like hotcakes, but there are products that can be improved upon. So what we did was we made it more TikTok friendly. We just made a better product, and we made it more easily marketable. So our product is the engine of the whole machine. If your product doesn't convert, no amount of creators will save it. If it does, everything scales. So if your product is not selling, that means nobody's gonna hop on your product's affiliate army, and no matter how many creators you hire, you won't be able to save it. And that's why it's important to do your preliminary product research to find a product that actually sells. Now we're talking about the main backbone of this strategy, and that is the creator army. So these are actually the people that will be driving your sales. Now, there are 3 steps to activate creators. First, you want to find good creators through TikTok Shop communities on Discord. You can target them through Twitter. There are a few ways, and you can just DM me on Instagram and I can send you some communities where you can find creators for your specific brand. My Instagram should be in the description. You can hire them for $10 to $15 a video, just pay them a monthly retainer, and they're gonna be pumping out 30 videos nonstop for you, and then offer them a commission on whatever sales they make. And what that does is it, one, incentivizes them, plus it gives them a base retainer so that they are interested in promoting your product. And then you make sure that they post content. So you wanna be on top of them posting content, because we, for our brand, have have the KPIs and the metrics dialed. So for example, we know that $100,000 in sales means about roughly 5.6 million total views, kind of looking at competitors and other brands in the space. And we want to get that out within the first 30 days, which we can. We can be one video that goes viral or a few videos that go semi-viral. So the highest likelihood is pumping out a ton of content. And for that, you want to set KPIs and targets. And so if you have an army of 10 to 15 creators, you can pump out at anywhere from 300 to 450 videos a month, which is very likely going to get you a viral video if you do that. Now, once they start posting, support your top performers with daily inspo new angles. So hiring a manager for that, or just being a manager yourself. I have a few videos on how to manage creators, how to build a community around creators that you can check out. And then obviously offering them bonuses and incentives because they're making you a shit ton of money on the daily. And then finally, running ads and putting ad spend behind their best videos, because now you know that they're selling, you're making sales, you're making money, and then offering also one-to-one personal help if needed. So the better you get at understanding viral content, the better help you can offer. But don't fret, you can always hire a manager or someone, or you can make your top creator a manager. Just give them extra incentives like increased commission or extra retainer, and they will be more than happy to manage the creators for you. So there is always an alternative. The goal for us is to have at least 15 creators and anywhere from 8 to 10 doing 1,000 plus in sales within 2 weeks. So we want to hire a bit more seasoned creators, people that have been around the block, that have had viral videos before, because that means minimal training. We just give them inspo, we give them the product specifics, and boom, they are ready to post content for us. Now, let's talk about the real money maker, the thing that's going to make you the most profit. And don't forget about setting this up, and that is your Amazon, because most people will not be buying off of TikTok Shop when they see that video. What they're going to be doing instead is they're going to be searching up your brand on Amazon, because TikTok Shop does not have the level of trust that Amazon has. So when people see your product, what they're going to be doing is they're going to be looking for it on Amazon or your website. So more likely it's going to be Amazon, because Amazon is the biggest e-commerce platform out there. So what I've found is that with optimized brands, there is up to a 1-to-1 ratio of sales on TikTok Shop or Amazon. So for every $100,000 you make on TikTok Shop, you'll be making 80 to 120,000 on Amazon for those viral videos with no additional ad spend behind it. Now you can choose to put ads behind it, but this is just off of strictly TikTok Shop traffic, which is why this flywheel is so powerful. Now, all the commission you're paying creators, whatever you're paying them monthly, you don't have to pay them a single cent on the Amazon sales, because they are not directly creator driven revenue. And this is where most TikTok Shop brands are making a profit off of their Amazon. If you look at brands like Goalie, if you look at brands like Nello, these are top brands that are doing $5-6 million a month. And what they're doing is they're losing money or breaking even on TikTok Shop so that they can pump up their Amazon, their retail, their other channels using this traffic. So don't underestimate this strategy. Don't underestimate Amazon and how much money it can make you off of this. Now, the last part is ads. Now, this is going to be adding fuel to already blazing fire. Why? Because you have the video angles validated, you have the product validated, you have the creators creating constant content. And what do these platforms need more than anything? It is a steady stream of content. Once you have that dialed in, boom, you are set. Now, when I first started MetaMix, the first brand, I was making content for it myself, but now we have a steady stream of creators and we use that content to run ads on Meta and other platforms. And this is a self-feeding feedback loop. Why? Because whenever someone sees your TikTok, they buy something from Shop. TikTok Shop now knows that that's a viral product. And when you run ads behind it, when you put ad spend behind it, the videos are already doing so well organically. They are a video that's getting a lot of watch time, getting a lot of eyeballs. And that's what these platforms love more than anything. That is attention and eyeballs. And what they're going to do is they're going to lower your ad costs, so you're going to get sales for cheaper, and that is going to just keep feeding into that flywheel, because now you have more money to buy more inventory, you have more money for more creators, and you just scale from here. And this strategy is what makes brands go nuclear. And you can see this with new brands on TikTok Shop doing 1 million, 2 million, 3 million a month. And that's the strategy that's going to take us from 100K a month to 500K, 750K, $1 million, $2 million a month with this new brand. Now, I've broken down our exact blueprint here, and this is exactly what we're going to be doing for this brand and any brands or products that we launch in the future. And this is the strategy that's going to be making us a fuck ton of money. Now, each of these steps has smaller steps in between that you need to do, like setting up the platforms, you have to set up the ads, you have to find the creators, and we have good systems behind that we're going to be using. However, the overall strategy we're going to be using is outlined clearly in this video. So I hope you guys found this valuable. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, drop a like, drop a comment. And if you need any help or if you have questions, my Instagram is in the description. DM me on Instagram, and I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. This is Boss Sales signing out. Peace.